From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your afternoon weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And I know, you need the sunglasses to watch your forecast. Sorry about the orange suit, but I'm not sorry. Sorry, but not sorry, right? The tradition has been a long-running tradition. If you're new to East Tennessee weather, I wear an orange suit on game day Fridays. So, of course, the football game's tomorrow. We're going to be highlighting that coming up here in just a few minutes. Checking in, by the way. All right, low temperatures this morning. It started off in the 40s and 50s. It was a chilly start to the day, but not as cold as it's going to be next week. Do I have your attention? Lunchtime temperatures have been hovering in the 60s. It feels amazing out there right now, and it's going to continue to feel amazing throughout the day today. Temperatures do top out in the low, mid, and even some upper 70s across the Southern Valley, which is going to make for a perfect Friday night fire pit. Now, listen, I'm going to talk about the drought coming up here in just a few minutes. We did get a little bit of an expansion. If the drought continues to expand, we will likely not be highlighting those fire pit forecasts. Why? Because it would be irresponsible if we're in a major drought, which we were, and I wasn't talking about it, but then all the rain that we saw has wiped that drought for the most part out of most of the areas. Now, as we get our Saturday started, we're going to start off in the 40s. It'll be cool for sure, but if you're heading off tailgating, lunchtime temps will be in the mid-60s. Maybe you're not heading down to Neyland Stadium until, say, 3 to 5. We'll warm into the mid-70s. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. We'll be right around 68 degrees, dropping down to 59 by the end of the game. So it will be chilly as the game ends in Neyland Stadium. So grab the jackets or the good old hoodies. You'll need those. High pressure is the name of the game. Here comes our next frontal boundary. So as I mentioned, wait till next week. Well, here comes our relatively weak and dry cold front. Not expected to get a lot of precipitation, but what we are going to see is that cooler and drier air back behind the cold front. The dry air sets up shop, and that's what's going to allow our morning lows to really fall off. Dew points climbing to the upper 50s on Sunday ahead of the cold front. You get that southerly wind. Back behind it, the northerly wind sets up shop and draws in that colder, drier Canadian air. Here's how it all plays out. Big trough to our north. This is Sunday evening. Trough starts to dig its way south and southeast as we get into our Monday. That's what's going to usher in the cold front. And so, yes, the trough is going to bring us cooler temperatures, but also that cold front's drawing in some drier air. The coldest temperatures will be across the Great Lakes, and actually can't rule out maybe some snow showers across parts of the Northeast, like maybe some lake effect snows. It's that time of year. All right, low temperatures will climb into the 50s for the weekend and then really fall off next week. We're talking lows in the 30s. Likely to have some frost advisories at this point of the game. We'll see how it all plays out. But not only do we start off in the 30s, but we'll only warm into the 60s. So if you're not a big fan of the cooler weather, enjoy today and tomorrow and Sunday, I should say, because it's going to be nice. Sunday is going to be the warmest day at 81 degrees. Pocket of cool air moves its way on out. Warm air moves its way back in. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, we just don't get a whole lot of rain. May squeeze out a couple of light sprinkles or light showers like orographic lifts, so up across the mountains, and that should be about the extent of it. So, generally speaking, I'm going to keep it 0% over the next 7 days, which is not necessarily great news because we need the moisture. And as we look ahead per the Climate Prediction Center, we are talking about the possibility or the likelihood anyways of some below average temperatures. And as I mentioned, something about the drought, not great news. The severe drought has expanded southward from Rockwood down to Spring City, but that was about the only change. All right, here's your 7-day forecast. Again, next week, we're talking some chillier weather on the way. Look at Crossville and Tri-Cities. Morning lows next, say, Wednesday. Could be hovering around freezing, and highs will only make it into the mid to upper 50s. So check in daily with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download. If you don't have it yet, you should. Just search East TN Weather, all one word. It's clean, easy, efficient. It's easy to navigate, and it has everything and more than what you could ask for a weather app. And not only is it here for us in East Tennessee, but it travels wherever you go. All right, have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up at 6. See you then.